Hi everyone, I'm making this video. This is a random vlog that I'm making because I keep getting a particular question all the time, my most FAQ question, and this question is, are you going to try again for a girl? Okay, I have 3 boys, I have 3 children. I've had 5 pregnancies, 6 pregnancies, 2 miscarriages, 2 planned miscarriages, and 1 stillborn. Well, she wasn't stillborn, she was born and she was alive for a very short while, but she was too tiny, too small, too early to survive. And I have 3 healthy boys. Praise God. And when people see me with my children, they're like, oh, they're so lovely, you've got 3 boys, I'm going back for a girl, you can try again for a girl. The answer is no, we are not going to try again for a girl, and I have several reasons why we're not going to try for a girl, or we're not going to try for another baby, full stop. Now, don't get me wrong, if we accidentally get pregnant, then we'll, God's willing, have another baby. But we're not planning another pregnancy, we're not planning another child, and we're not planning to try for a girl. My name is not Victoria Beckham, and my husband certainly is not David Beckham. He doesn't earn the money that David Beckham has. And so we're not going to try for another child, we're not going to try for a girl, and we're not planning another pregnancy. Now, one of the reasons, there are 6 reasons I've written down, but it's really 7 reasons, and the first reason is mainly because I am blessed. I am blessed to have 3 healthy babies. I am blessed that I had 3 healthy pregnancies. And I am blessed that I have survived each of my deliveries. And there are lots of women out there who, 1, can't have children, 2, suffer throughout the whole of their pregnancies, and 3, a lot of women don't survive delivery, whether it's by C-section or normal. The statistics for the mother dying during delivery is quite high. It's a lot higher than we think. And so I am blessed to have what I have, and I thank God for what I have. Now, my first reason that I've written down is I am old. I am 41 years old. I have had, I've got a 6-week-old baby. I've got a 23-month-old baby, and I have an 8-year-old son. So I have 3 children. And I'm 41. I started late, yes. I had my first son when I was 32, and to some people that's old. So I don't plan on having any more because of my age. That's the first thing. One of the things that's associated with age is the risk of Downs gets higher as well. And I know me, I'm not going to be tested for Down syndrome or anything like that. But there is a chance that the child could be Downs. And, you know, I think I don't want to put myself in a position where I'm bringing that on, do you know what I mean, unnecessarily. There's obviously other complications that could happen with a child, whether I was this age or not. The point is, I'm 41, do you know what I mean? I think it's time for me to stop and focus on what I've got and get on with it. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that a 41-year-old woman should not have children or not have more children. I think it's an individual thing, and it depends on how you feel. My point number 3, I haven't forgotten point number 2, but point number 3 is that I'm plain old tired. I am really exhausted, and maybe it's because I've just got a 6-week-old and a 2-year-old, nearly 2-year-old. But right now, that's what I'm thinking. I am plain old tired. And so I am not planning another baby because I am tired. Now, my point number 2 is I have had 3 healthy babies but by 3 caesarean sections. And the risk of uterine rupture, etc., 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 gets higher the more caesareans that you have. Now, I'm not saying that it's impossible to have another baby, a normal birth, or even another caesarean, which I could opt for if I wanted to. But the recovery from caesarean is so hard, it's so horrible, it's painful. I don't really want to have another C-section at all. And yeah, I think even if I did plan to have another child, I'd have to wait a couple of years just so that I know that I was fully healed internally. And by that time I'd be, what, 43? So I don't think so. I'm not sure. I don't think, for that reason, it's kind of like, you know. Now, the reasons that I've listed, like for example, number 1, I'm old. That's the least of my reasons. And you know, I've had 3 C-sections and I'm tired. I know I'm going to get over the tiredness. I know that I can have another C-section if I want to, or go for and try again for a normal birth. And I know that age doesn't really matter, but at the end of the day, it's all of these things combined that make it the whole reason why we're not trying again, or I'm not trying again. Don't know what Paul's doing, but I'm not trying again. Okay, point number 4. I'm a homeschooling mum. I love homeschooling. A lot of people don't get it. A lot of people don't see why I should do it. A lot of people think that my children or my child will be backward or unsocialized or unschooled or uneducated or miss out on chances educationally, blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, that's my choice. That's what I've decided to do, and I'm a homeschooling mum. I am with my children 24/7. I'm with them all the time, so for me to add another child to the mix would be just hard going, and I think, you know, I need to focus on what I've got already and the ones I've got. And also I'd like to continue my own education at some point, which is really hard to do when you've got little ones. And, you know, I'm not saying that there's ever an age cap on when you go back to school or how you continue to educate, or when you continue education. There isn't a cap on it. When I was doing my psychology, there was a gentleman in our class who was 70 something, and his thing was he just keeps studying. If I want to do something, I study, and he was really enjoying himself. So I know there's no age cap on cap as in CAP, top, no age limit to how old you have to be when you're studying. So, but I think I'd like to pack in as much as I can while I can. And so, you know, I think adding another child to the mix, and like I said, I'd have to wait a couple of years, would just, I don't know, it would just make me feel even more tired. And finally, last but not least, we may consider adopting. Now, notice the words, we may consider adopting. We are blessed. We are blessed to have 3 beautiful sons. And I remember talking to a woman a few weeks ago, and I said to her that I had 3 sons, and she goes, "Oh, you're regal." And apparently in some cultures, if you can only have boys, that means you have royal blood. I didn't tell her that my first baby was a girl. But, you know, I feel regal. I feel blessed. I feel that God has blessed me with my beautiful sons. And for a reason, He's given me these sons. I don't know the reason myself. I don't know why. But He's given me those sons, and I'd like to focus on those sons. However, there is a little girl out there with my name on her, or our name on her. You know, there are so many children out there who want families, who are looking for families. So that is something that we're talking about at the moment, that we're considering. It's not a definite thing yet, but it is something that we're thinking about. So that's it. Those are my reasons, and The answer is no, we're not going to try again for a girl. We're happy with our 3 boys, and that's the way we're going to leave it. So that's it. Take care. God bless. And if I yawned in this video, please tell me. Please put below the point in which I yawned, because I was so determined not to yawn. But I might have done. So, Sarah, if you're watching this, this is for you. Tell me if I yawned. Hope I didn't. Anyway, God bless. Bye.